You, in particular, do not need that group.
Oh, why you say that? Why you say that? Before we dip out, what? Yeah, we said that time.
Okay.
Why you say that shit?
My opinion,
Yeah, let's hear it.
you make phenomenal content.
Oh, thank
This
you.
podcast
Thank you.
is really good, and I'm not just saying that, but when you're making content as good as you are, you don't need a collective. You don't need a group.
Okay.
Like I said, if you start using Opus Clip and just get your stuff out there, especially on YouTube and whatnot, there are not a lot, and also because we're in Hawaii, there's not a lot of competition.
Oh.
I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying there's not a lot of competition.
Am I good? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, you. Alright. You know this bitch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of the Relationship Method podcast. I'm Chris. Today, I got a very special guest. I got voice actor, streamer, podcaster, porn star, gigolo, cook, daddy.
I mean,
I got my boy Mekel on this hoe. Yay! Hey, what's up, dog, man? Thank you for coming on.
yeah, man, it's an honor to be on the show. We were supposed to do this before, but my schedule got all crazy, so I apologize for that. But man, I'm happy to be here.
Hey, I do appreciate you. And let me ask you, dog, how did I get the yes from you to come on? Like the very first time. How did I get that yes?
Okay, so I got a really shitty memory. Well, can I swear on this?
Oh yeah, dude, I got the E on the very bottom.
Oh, okay.
I got all that shit.
Oh
Voice.
my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Do it.
Okay, so I got really shitty memories. So as far as I remember, I believe you hit me up in the DMs. You're like, hey, would you be down to come on the show? I was like, fuck yeah. Like, I'm always down. Here's the thing about me. A lot of people may not know this, but I love collaborating with my fellow locals out here in Hawaii.
Hey, okay.
I love doing that. If I can put anyone on or if I can work with anyone out here, I'm all about that. So when you were like, hey, you want to come on the show? I'm like, say less. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's how that went. At least I think that's how it went. Again, I have very shitty memory, so.
That's a story, and I'm going to hold him to that story.
Hey, from Samoa, did a lot of rugby. Got hit in the head a lot, so hey.
Oh shit! You play rugby for how long? Dude. I don't know if you could tell by his body type. This motherfucker is like, hey yo, oos. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them motherfuckers. He kind of swole.
No, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah,
it's a little bit. Let me make these motherfuckers pop real quick. Nah, but rugby. Like, how did you get into it, and then two, why are you? What's making you continue doing it?
Well, I'm not doing it now.
Okay, my bad.
Not doing it now,
yeah.
but I got into it when I was like, I want to say I was probably like 5 or 6. This is back in Western Samoa. So I'm originally from Western Samoa, from Mosula. It's my village, and just my whole family was into it.
Yeah.
And so they're like, hey, you don't want to be a pussy? Get into this. And I was like, okay. You know how Samoans are. Like, we talk shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I got into it, and I'm the youngest. Okay, I always have to count because my dad got around, okay?
Oh, yes, he did.
My dad is just, anyway.
He was horny.
He spread his loa everywhere. His alofa was everywhere. So anyway,
literally
that I know of, I'm the youngest of 13.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
My oldest sibling is like 21, 22 years older than me.
Okay. I can see that.
So,
okay.
And I'm the shortest.
Holy crap. You're pretty tall. Wait, you're shortest?
I'm the shortest in my family. Well, aside from my parents, all my siblings, my sisters, my brothers, everyone's taller than me. So I'm the runt of the family.
Wait,
I have 2 sisters that are like 1'6'8", 1'6'6".
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, freaking Amazons.
Damn. Hold up. Uh, so how tall? Who's the tallest?
My brother Nick is 7'2", 7'3".
Oh God. Did they do anything with like your siblings? Did they do anything with their height? Like, besides getting the goddamn cereal, did they do like any I don't know, like where I'm going at, with like sports or anything, or acting or modeling, because they're always
Yeah.
wanting.
So my brothers all did sports. They did basketball, football, but their first love and passion is music. So
Ooh.
everyone's musically gifted in my family.
Yeah.
I'm the one that struggled to keep up.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So everyone else can sing. They can play any type of instrument just by hearing it. They can read music. They can write it. My brother Tony, the oldest, he's like, or was for like 20 some years, considered the best bass player in the South.
Wow.
Like, so if you guys know like Josie Scott and Saliva and that band and all that,
Mm-hmm.
so we left Samoa when I was 7,
Mm-hmm.
and we ended up going because my dad, he's Dominican black. He's from Memphis, Tennessee. So we moved there,
Okay.
and so like Saliva and them were in that area of Memphis that we were, and so my oldest brother, was friends with them. So like they would come over and play and jam, and I mean cops would come over and they was like, oh, they're playing the music too damn loud, and cops would be like, yeah, but that shit's good though.
Yeah, yeah. I can see that.
That shit's good though.
Yeah, I can see that.
So yeah, he was considered the best bass player in Memphis. My brother Nick was one of the best drummers. My brother Devin was one of the best guitarists, like lead guitar, rhythm guitar. My sister Sheila, she was phenomenal. I mean, I ain't talked to her ass in like 10 years.
Uh-huh.
Has it been 10 years? 15 years? I don't know. She went to Europe. I ain't heard from her since.
What's her name? Sheila?
Sheila, yeah.
Sheila, if you're hearing this shit, holler at your brother.
I mean, for real though. My number ain't changed, girl.
Oh, see? Holler at him, please.
Anyway, so yeah, all of them. Also shout out to my sister Chanel. She's great at singing too. Like everyone's gifted. And then there's me, and I'm just like, well, damn, I'm in everybody's shadow. Not only figuratively, literally, because I'm the run.
Yeah.
So it's like I had to like try and figure out something. I'm not good at sports outside of like, I mean, rugby. I'm okay with it. Baseball, shortstop. I played shortstop. That's okay with it. Played golf when I went to because I went to Chaminade here, so I was on the golf team for like a little bit. Because I wanted to play basketball, but I'm like looking at all the basketball players. I'm like, I got short personalities, so I felt just so short next to everyone there, and so I just did golf.
Uh-huh.
And even that, I barely played.
Oh.
So
Okay.
So yeah.
Dude, are your siblings still doing like the whole music thing? Oh no, they're raising their families now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they all here, or are they all spread out?
All spread out. All let's see, all over the U.S. and internationally.
Oh snap! See, man, I only have 2 sisters and a brother. 13.
Yeah.
That in one household?
No.
No.
So with my mom and dad, there's
Uh-huh.
5 of us.
Okay.
And it's like every time I would go back to Memphis, or like, so this is a crazy story. I love to tell this. So my best friend in college is my sister Chanel, right? And I had no clue until I think it was either her 19th birthday, because I'm like 2 years younger than her.
Mm.
So I think it was her 19th birthday. My dad showed up at her dorm because I was over at her dorm. We were like making her cake and everything like that. And then like my dad walks through the door and I'm like, the hell are you doing here? And he's like, oh, I forgot you went to this college. My dad's an asshole. Hi, how you doing? Anyway, so then my sister comes in. She's like, Dad, what are you doing here? And I was like, wait.
Dad?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was a whole thing. That was a whole fucking thing.
Uh-huh.
And like at that point, her and I were best friends for like a year and a half. Didn't even know that. because we never really talked about our families.
Yeah.
We were kind of like the outcasts at Chaminade. And so it was just funny that she was my sister, my half sister. Explains her attitude, Dominican, Black, and Puerto Rican. So yeah, she got all that spice. And then the second time that happened, I was working for Microsoft. So I was working. I think we had opened the Microsoft stores out here. So I had left Washington. I went to Washington State for a little bit to work Microsoft over there because I was with my ex. Her dad worked for Microsoft, got me in. Came back here. We opened up. I think it was 2013. So when we opened up the Microsoft store out here. And so the guy there, Cameron, is my that's my second best friend. So we were working together for years. And then we ended up helping I want to say it's the Best Buys had like they'd have the Apple representative and then they had the Microsoft representative. So we were the Microsoft representatives at the Best Buy. We moved from the store to the Best Buys to help train people and everything like that, upsell surfaces and shit. And then one day on his birthday, his 29th or 30th birthday, the same shit happened. I'm at his place. My dad didn't show up for none of my damn birthdays.
Ooh.
See, I feel some kind of way about that. Showed up for his, and I'm like, he's your son, right? And he's like, and I'm like, so that's my brother, right? He's like, yeah, okay.
Dog, that's oh man, I could only imagine like your guys' faces in the conversation after your dad left. You're like, what the hell? So did you feel like with these two? Did you feel like an instant connection when y'all started chopping it up for the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It wasn't any like so with your sister. It wasn't like I want to make out with her type stuff. It was more of a man like we're cool, we're vibing. I don't see anything past that. Ooh. Hell yeah.
Well, let's just say I was interested in her to a point. And then once that came out, like she was never interested in me. But I was just like, I was interested in her.
Yeah.
And then when I found out, I'm like, well, I missed that bullet.
Yeah. Oh, God. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus.
Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was gnarly.
That's crazy. We had like several episodes back. We had like when me and my boy was talking, and Abu talking to like a relative that you didn't know that was your relative, right?
Yeah.
So my story was it was my aunt's wedding reception. And I'm gonna say I was still in middle school. Chopped it up with these two females. They were twins. After chopping it up, went back to my table. My older cousin was telling me, hey, do you know those two are your cousins? I was like, no fucking way. And she's like, yeah, they have your last name. I was like, no, who they related to? They're related to them. And I'm like, holy crap. Here I am trying to like get their digits and shit. And I'm not even knowing they're my cousins. I'm like, ooh, And then my boy, he was, they were never related, but like the families were so close that they considered themselves cousins.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that story is funny or not. They made out. That's the only thing they did. But yeah, dude, it's funny how this world is so big to where, dude, what's your dad's name? Maybe you and I are related.
William James.
Okay, no, man. But that'll be cool, right? Oh my God. Hey, pause. I need to fucking reconnect with my brother, dog.
I know.
That's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. Hey, so voice acting. We were chopping it up. How did you get into voice acting?
So I got into voice acting so I got into it within the last, I want to say like year and a half.
Yeah.
Maybe year and a half to 2 years. Because like I've been interviewing so many voice actors for like the last decade to a point where a lot of them were like, hey, you did acting in high school and college. Like you do impersonations, you can do method acting. Why don't you get into voice acting or go into like acting or whatnot? And I'm like, well, I never considered it. You know, like I just never thought about it. So, the one that really pushed me into doing voice acting was my friend Mark Whitten, who does Rengoku and Demon Slayer.
Okay.
So, whenever he comes out here, he saves with me, and he's like, "Yeah, you know, you need to go ahead and do it." And I was like, "Okay." So who do I, what do I do? What workshops do I take and whatnot? Because like, I know how to act in front of a camera, but I don't know how to do it. Like, I didn't at the time know how to do it. Like, convey all that within a mic.
Yeah.
So I started taking classes, and then my other friend Gerald Rivers, who does M. Bison and Street Fighter.
Ooh.
Yeah, like he comes out here all the time. He's like, "All right, let me start giving you some lessons." So he started training me, and then John Eric Bentley, who does Barrett in Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, and he used to be on Star Trek. Was it Voyager? I forget which one it was, but he was on that, and he started training me too. So I got to both of them training me. Then they were like pointing me towards all kinds of stuff, because a lot of people think when it comes to voice acting, they're thinking, anime or video games, which I'm in some stuff coming up. I can't say what it is yet. NDAs. Some stuff dropping this year, end of this year. Let's just put it that way. So they were training me for anime and voice acting, and anime and gaming, but also telling me like, okay, where the real money is audiobooks, because voice actors don't typically get paid a lot. And right now they're going through this whole process with AI, and companies are just cloning voices, because they're like, I don't want to pay this voice actor, I can just clone it. So which is, I think we got the strike going on right now currently with that. But yeah, so they got me into that. So I started doing a couple small bit roles, like just doing like battle cries or like random NPC character. And then the first role I landed was for what's it called, Justice League Dark.
Oh shit.
For DC.
Uh-huh. So
So I landed that role for this 4-part audio drama. So I'm the main villain, the Floronic Man. They wanted me to. They're like, what's the most villainous voice that you can do? And I'm like, well, I can talk like this, like I'm just some type of damn demon. And like they're like, okay, can you do that and also make it sound like you're slowly going between this mild, meek-mannered scientist, but who's like transforming into this?
Okay.
And I was like, okay. They're like, but we want you to fluctuate during your delivery. I was
like fluctuate as in volume wise?
yeah. So like, I'll go
Tone
from,
wise.
well, I'm talking like this, and I need to do this. And, oh God, it's taking over me, and like doing that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And the thing is, I've got in the 4-part series, like I've got the most lines in parts 1, 3, and 4, and I have to stay in that tone of talking like that. Fucked my voice.
Really?
Just yeah, because I forgot I needed to do vocal warm-ups, and like, don't drink anything cold, chamomile, hot tea, prep yourself. Yeah.
Holy crap! I did not know that.
There's a whole routine.
Really?
Getting ready. So yeah.
Ooh.
So that was the first thing, and that was my first major role that I did last year.
Uh-huh.
So I did that. I then landed some acting, like some on-camera stuff, from some of my actor friends. And so one of them, I'm an extra in a DC movie. Let's just say that.
Ooh, okay.
So I had to fly to the UK for that. So I went to Birmingham.
Ooh, okay. Now we got to search DC upcoming movies filmed in UK, and we'll figure out which movie it is.
Let's just say, I'll just say this. Who's the current Batman?
Hold on. The dude from Twilight. Oh.
But I said nothing, did I?
No, you didn't. Team Jacob all the way, though.
So, yeah, I did that. So, I got that. Immediately after that, I had to fly to Australia.
Okay. Good day, mate.
For a Marvel project.
Oh, nice.
So, can't say what that is.
Yeah.
But what's coming up?
Hold up. Is it the four? Fantastic Four? No. What is coming up? You know what? Don't tell me. I'll figure that bitch out. Motherfucker. Damn. Oh, I met. Oh.
I'm
Oh.
an extra.
Oh,
Let's just
okay.
say that, yeah.
So are they paying you to fly out, or is it coming out of your dime?
No. They pay for it.
Oh, hey, that's what's up. And for extras, is it a hard gig to get to be like an extra in a film?
Typically, from what I understand, it is like, and
Oh.
these are the first two on-camera things I've done.
Yeah.
For acting. Typically, a lot of people go through an agent or have like this whole process or they're signed to some agency. Like out here, there's a Kathy Mueller talent agency, which a lot of people are signed to. Me personally, I just got in on these things just because of who I know.
Oh,
so I skipped
okay.
the line. I know I
You did
pissed some
skip the
people.
line. Yeah.
I pissed people off with that. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not really.
Man, who cares?
No,
Man?
I'm kidding. But that's, typically you have to have like some type of like agency or an agent or someone that can, get you these gigs. But because I knew people,
Yeah.
that opened those type of doors. Now, I can actually say this because the guy said it on the podcast I did with him. So there's a game coming out called Gear Slayer, which is
fighting game.
they're doing a fighting game, but they're doing like a trading card game first.
Okay.
They're trying to compete with like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and all that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be voicing a couple characters, but primarily I'm going to be voicing the main villain. So that's going to be like my second lead type of role. Like apparently I keep getting voiced as a villain. I keep even the on-screen stuff I'm doing the villain. I'm like, do I look like a villain? Is it the dreads? It's got to be. I don't know.
You just got that villain demeanor, bro.
I guess so.
And then you stream as well.
Yeah.
Is this okay? I had a streamer on. She educated me on like some words and shit. I used to call it twitching, but are you on Twitch?
No.
Okay, no.
I used to be.
Is there other streaming platforms besides Twitch? Because that's the only one that I know.
So there's Twitch,
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay, YouTube.
They're really pushing that right now. So if anybody wants to stream on YouTube, this is me letting y'all in. I was on an 8-week boot camp from YouTube. Stream vertically.
As in like your camera up like that, yeah?
So you know how like when you're on like TikTok,
Yeah.
you see the TikTok reels and it's that vertical format,
Yeah.
or if you're on Instagram, you see the reels. YouTube is they're dumping billions into trying to compete with TikTok. So they're also probably one of the reasons it's trying to get banned is because they want to eliminate their competition.
Yes.
But if you can set up a 9:16 aspect ratio and stream on that, even if it's half an hour, they will push the hell out of it.
No way.
Yeah. They're really pushing vertical streaming. So anyone who wants to stream, you can do Twitch.
I don't know anything about it, so
Yeah.
okay. But so streaming, is it we'll just talk a little bit briefly about that. Is it hard to stream? Like how does one get into that shit? Like what do you need? A computer, a green screen, and you're going, or like
A lot of times now you can just do it straight from your phone.
straight from your phone?
Yeah, you don't need anything really.
Really? Okay.
The best platforms right now to stream. I mean, if you got the time to invest into it, obviously Twitch, but I don't know. The moves that Twitch is making is probably going to be gone in the next 7 to 8 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a lot coming out about Twitch.
Oh, snap.
But yeah. So Twitch, YouTube, Kick.
I've heard of Kick. Don't know what it is, but heard of it.
There's so much controversy with Kick.
Oh,
but
that's another Twitch stream service.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then TikTok. So I stream full time on TikTok.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So I signed with Carter Pulse Talent Agency, and they're like, hey, we want to help blow up your TikTok. At the time, I had like probably 500 followers. I'm at 14.5 thousand now. And so like all they did was like, hey, do this, do that, set your schedule. So when it comes to streaming, the hard part about that is not immersing yourself too much into what you're doing. Like if you're gaming, it's easy to just like lock in on playing the game, but then you forget, oh, well shit, there's a mic, there's a camera. I'm supposed to entertain. You know, people aren't, a lot of people will assume like, oh, it's about me playing the game. Like, no, it's not about just playing the game. It's about the actual entertainment, what value, because people aren't, the way the Carter Pulse explained it to me was streaming and content creation right now is completely replacing like TV. So people would rather watch, you know, a YouTube video or stream than actually watch a TV show or reality TV.
Yeah.
Because like people think it's already fake. But 9 times out of 10 reality TV shows is full of shit.
Yeah.
But that, you know, when they gave me that idea, not the idea, they told me that's how it is. And then when you're streaming, to focus on a little bit on what you're doing, because you don't want to play like shit unless you're going to play into like goofing off like, oh man, I suck at this. That's how I am in Madden. But I suck at Madden. I'll put it on easy. I'm not ashamed to say that. Okay, I will get that 70-point blowout. I'm playing on easy. But you got to be entertaining. You got to have some type of personality that makes you stand out, because a lot of people will see like their favorite content creator and try to emulate them to a point of not injecting, no Diddy, but injecting their own pause. Heavy pause on that. But like they don't want to like inject their own type of personality into the persona. Like me, I will say whatever's on my mind, but I have to catch myself from cursing because TikTok is very strict about that.
Are they really?
They are.
You know, who's strict on cursing as well?
Who?
Some type of group that we're finna get into. You know what group it is, dog?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me, you told me the story that you got booted off, kicked out, whatever. How did that shit happen? Because I think my ass is is in that same boat. And it's because, let me tell you why.
Okay.
It's because I don't even want to like consider myself as a content creator, because I don't think I am. I'm just doing like some fun and therapeutic for me.
You're a tastemaker.
I get what is that? What is that?
So that's, you just create quality like that you enjoy.
Yeah.
You put it out there and people vibe with.
Yeah, it's like, it's not for the
Yeah.
So I do that, and because of like say the way I talk, because I cuss a lot, my topics that I come out with, it's not to their liking, and I'm always getting these.
Yeah.
And it's if they watch or if they listen to this, I'm always getting these like the rules, the warnings. I'm getting them emailed. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm sorry, but it came to the point where I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna just do it. I'm gonna tag them if they don't post. I honestly don't care no more. But yeah, man, what was your story on getting
yeeted?
Yeah. Yeah, how does that even fucking happen? Like, I don't see that happening at all. Like, how?
So,
oh yeah, it's time for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I basically went to, for those of y'all who don't know, there's a collective group out here in Hawaii.
Oh,
for I know, right? It's a collective for creators
yeah.
with no mission statement that really promotes or helps anyone. It's so I've been in this content creating game for 14 years now.
Oh shit, that's a long time.
I've seen this. We come together, like for like, follow for follow, post for post, reshare for reshare. You're gaming the system, but it doesn't really help outside of the people who are at the top, in my opinion. So anyways, so I was in this group. We both were. Well, you still are. I'm not. Anyway, so there's an event in Kaneohe. There's a lot of shit talking going on for a lot of group towards specific groups and people in this collective. I didn't vibe with that. Because my thing is, if we're coming together to promote, collaborate, why are we talking shit about each other?
Yeah, facts.
Like, I don't get that. And maybe that's just because I've worked with groups outside of here. I've worked with brands and business. Like, if we're coming together, that's what we're doing. This shit talking, like, oh, I'm smiling in front of your face, and then as soon as you turn your back, I'm going to talk shit about you.
Ooh.
I saw so much of that.
Uh-huh.
It was this one young kid, and he was a fan of a specific other creator in this group, and who does comedy, and I guess they rap too. So the kid wanted to rap to impress this guy. The guy talked shit about him and walked away while the young guy was rapping.
Uh-huh.
He's like, oh man, you're my hero and all this. And I'm listening to that. And then I'm also seeing the guy walk away. Stand to the side. I walked over to him. He's talking all this shit about him. And I'm just like, that's fucked up.
That's a kid. Yeah, that's a kid just rapping at you for a little.
Yeah, and like, he's a fan of yours. Like, how many of us going in this content creating thing are actually expecting to have fans?
Yeah.
So, like, appreciate that. And so there's that. And some of the females that were there talking a lot of shit about some of the other females and some of the other groups in there.
No
and then,
way, dude.
Bro. And then it came about, like, oh, how many Instagram followers do you have?
Who cares?
And I'm just like, and most of y'all motherfuckers pay for that shit.
Yeah.
My thing is, like, how you got thousands of followers and you barely got any engagement?
Right? Oh my gosh. That is so fucking true. Yeah.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, so after that whole event and all the shit talking that was going on, I ultimately, I reached out to, some of the folks that were running the group, and I told them, like, this ain't for me. I'm not about this. This is, I already was starting to feel some kind of way about the, how things were being done, some of the things that were said behind folks' back, but I'm like, look, I built my shit on my own. I don't need to be part of a group. I'm good with it. I'm done. And I had a couple one-on-one talks with some of the folks running the group, and they were like, okay, we understand, cool, don't worry about it. We hate that you had this experience. I was like, okay, well, I appreciate the opportunity, but, it's not for me.
Uh-huh.
So that was, I want to say I think it was April.
Last year?
Of last year.
Oh, I mean, that was a real mature way of doing it. It was like, yeah.
So then.
There's a then. Then. Wow, juicy.
On my birthday in October of last year, then I get this email. Hate to say this, but it was a tough decision for us to make to let you go from the group, but you can reapply if you want to. And I'm like, I got let go. I'm kicked out of the group. How the fuck I get kicked out if I walked out?
Yeah.
But, that's what I got, and, a lot of folks in the group, cause, let's just be honest. A lot of us, we are cool. We do talk. We do engage with each other's content. But a lot of folks are in there just to self-promote and grow themselves.
Yeah.
And so, I started having a mass exodus of people that were following me. They were in the group. They just unfollowed me. And I'm like, well, I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
And then, a couple other folks would hit me up on the side. They were still in the group. They're like, yeah, I heard you got kicked out of the group. I'm like, oh, okay, I got kicked out. I left, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But, yeah, there's some good people in that group.
Yeah.
You, James Main, 808 Viral, Daniela, some, Roy Yamada. There's some really good people in that group. But there's a lot of fuckheads in that group, too. And the heat can come to me. I want the smoke.
All of it, bro.
Look, we can move some furniture. You can be a barbecue up in here. I'll Chef Boyardee that bitch. I'm just saying.
Salt and pepper, 8 seasoning, bitch. So are you do you still talk to these people or
occasionally?
Yeah.
James, that's my Uso. I hit him up a lot. We talk back and forth all the time. Daniela and 808 Viral, talk to her a lot too. Roy here and there, mostly just about fitness and such. And whenever you're free and I'm free, we chop it up.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I don't talk to anyone else in the group.
Oh snap! Okay. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's because when I started, when I got into that specific group, one person, God, I forgot his name. He tried coaching me on like how to post things, which it helped, because I for sure as hell didn't know what to do. All I did was just when I started, I was just posting because I mean, shit, I thought it was funny,
Yeah.
And then it became like months on end. It became to the point where you can't do that. Too much explicit words. The topic is a little too thing. We got to be child friendly, and I'm like, dude, you're flashing like, and I told this story a couple times. You're flashing, you got people in boobs, you got booty out there, you got liquor there. I'm like, dog, but I can't say shit or fuck, you know what I'm saying? Or I can't talk about like, well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of bad. I was gonna say, like head lessons. No, okay, that's okay. I understand. I had a clip of that. That shit was really cool. But yeah, it was just there was so many rules, and I was like, fuck. I asked my wife about it. I'm like, should I even like stay in? Because they are asking me, it's like, hey man, you want to come out to this and the third? I'm like, nah, man, I'm sorry, I'm recording, or I'm with my kids, because I'm not trying to like lose time with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if it's I don't know if I'm gonna get pushed out or whatever. But going back on that, what was your niche or quiche or whatever they say? Like yeah. Because they say like you gotta have a niche or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So can you break that down to people that don't know what a niche or a quiche or whatever that is?
So
I still be getting confused as hell.
So like the big thing about a niche. So basically a niche. Niche. Now I want some quiche. I don't even know what it is, but it sounds delicious.
So it's some white people food.
I know, right?
it's like an egg pie or whatever. So it's like it looks like it's made out of eggs. You can put whatever in it, but it looks like a pie. It's like a square or whatever. Yeah. So it's I say white people food because that's like the first time I ever had it was with white people.
Yeah.
And they knew what it was, and I was like, oh snap! You had a little ketchup and Tabasco. That's just buzzing, boy. But okay, niche.
So yeah. So like a niche is basically like you have like a specialty in like a particular field, like whatever it is you're doing. If you're doing beauty or makeup, you're doing flippy parkour shit. No offense to you who do that in a group.
Parkour.
Yeah,
parkour.
Or if you're doing music or something, it's just like you're specializing
specialty. Okay.
in something.
That's a niche.
So mine's is podcasting because that's the genesis of any content I've done was podcasting, which I got into it because of that brother that I was working with at Microsoft. It was his idea originally. And so, that's my niche. But I also branch out of that because I feel like you're constantly told as a content creator, you got to niche down, niche down, niche down. You got to stay in your niche. The problem is we're human. We're multifaceted. Yeah. We're not just a niche. And a lot of the people that I know that have been super successful as content creators, millions of followers or millions of subs or whatever, they get sick of only being able to do that one thing. Now, if you just do the one thing, you will blow up very quickly or faster than most, as opposed to doing variety content. I do variety content. So I do podcasting, I do streaming, I do video and game and tech reviews. I do all this other stuff. So when I got in a group, their niche was, oh, you're a streamer. Because they didn't know what the other stuff I did was, even though I explained it. They're like, oh, so you just play video games.
It's like, bitch, no, I don't.
It's like, okay. It was a funny story. Side note. So there's a girl specifically in this group, young girl, right? She's like, so what is it exactly you do with your brand? And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, you just want another one of those streamers, right? One of those streamers trying to make it. I'm like, oh, I'm just one of those fucking streamers? And she's like, well, that's all you do, right? Like, no, bitch. I do all this other shit too.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, oh, well, I'm a business owner. Oh, really? What kind of business do you own? Do you have an LLC? Do you do your own taxes? Oh, well, I'm part of this group where I give a referral link. I'm like, oh, so you do multi-level marketing. You're not a business owner. Come talk to me in 5 years after you get your degree, girl.
He said you got no nipple. Okay.
But yeah, my God, man. So see, you don't get me in trouble. I don't care. Braden to smoke.
It's okay. It's okay.
But like, that's the thing that just doesn't make sense to me. Like they said the same thing to me. Like some of the content I put out, some of the swearing.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that. They're saying that to you, but I'm just like, but you got some OnlyFans type girls in this group, who all they do is show TNA.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got to be kid friendly. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
I liked how you described or like broke down the niche thing, because I started because I just all I wanted to do was podcasting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I started out with. Before podcasting, I was a blogger. Fucking just typed away, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like my creative juices are flowing.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm writing like little comedy sketches or little scenes for music videos that I want to like put out there. Cause I don't like, I've seen YouTube and I've seen like, I watch my fair share of like comedy bits and stuff, but I want to like, there's comedy stuff that I haven't seen yet, but I typed them all down. Right. So the way you described how you're not this, you have different avenues. That's where I'm trying to, go to. And this whole niching down thing, like I didn't like it when they approached me with that. Like, oh, you just straight up, you're just straight up just podcasting. And I was like, oh, no way, dude. I got more stuff like in my head.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't funnel me in to that. Cause I mean, I play basketball too. You want to get some, like,
yeah.
I do other things too. Like, I'm a parent too. Shit, motherfucker. Like, yeah. So I'm glad that you broke down the whole niche and like going on different avenue stuff. So that's what's up.
So, and that's one of the things. One of my good friends, well, two of them, Neuro Knowledge, which I don't know how many people know about him. He does a lot of quantum mechanical and esoteric type of content on YouTube, and then he also our other friend AJ, who does a lot of personal coaching, consulting, whatnot. He took Neuro Knowledge from like 5,000 subs on YouTube to over 240,000 in 6 months.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So AJ will tell you in a heartbeat, not F screwy. No, we love screwy. Okay, porn stars over here. Anyways. Ladies, you know what it is. Anyway, he'll say screw niching down, because he's like, you're more than just that.
Uh-huh.
And it's like people want is some type of tangibility, some type of relatability.
Yeah.
They want something real, because we're in this time. You look at all this content that's out now, everything looks like a goddamn commercial.
Yeah.
You go look at
scripted.
Right. Like everything is so scripted. You look at a review of a product and I'm like, are you paid? Like, I mean, I get asked this all the time. Are you getting paid for it? No, but yes, but no. Mm-hmm. But, like, people want something real. Like, you don't have to do overly edited or overly all the, like a lot of people like to do all these jump cuts to different angles and all.
Oh my
God. I can't stand that. I tried doing that one time. I'm like, yo, I'm tired.
Bro, I love you said that, because I'm in that same predicament too. Like, the reason why I'm backed up on video, my podcast videos, is because I want those jump cuts, right? But then my last, I want to say 3 or 4 videos that I put on YouTube, I did the cuts like in the beginning and at the end and in the middle. I just left it raw, and I'm so glad you fucking said it, because it is fucking exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like just click, cut, pan it out, pan it thing. Because especially if you only have one camera,
Yeah.
you gotta like.
Yep.
I'm like, oh my gosh. So, thank you for fucking saying that. Like the struggle.
Dude. Do you use Opus Clip?
I got suggested to use Opus Clip. I use DaVinci Resolve.
DaVinci. Okay.
Yeah.
So, a quick way, and so like, AJ will tell you this. I will tell you this. If you have like a video, like like you do a video version of this podcast, right?
Got you.
Take that link, or you can just upload directly to Opus Clip. It'll make you anywhere from 20 to 40 clips.
Really?
It utilizes AI. It can do the zoom in, zoom out, pan. It can do the vertical layout, regular. It can do the captioning. It cuts out dead space.
Opus Clips.
And it will find what has the propensity or probability of going viral. It'll make sure you get all the tags. You can also tinker with it. Man, you see all those clips I put out? Man, I don't manually do nothing.
Son of a bitch.
Bro, I got tired of that. Look.
I'm manually fucking doing it, and you're telling me.
You know how tiring that is.
Yeah, there's AI that could fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hey, it's a different game, folks. Hey, I'm finna the. Hey, you're gonna see me eating quiche, boy. You better calm down.
For real. Like, yo, just throw it in there and just
Opus
makes
clips.
all your clips. You can also set it up to like post directly to what platforms? TikTok, Instagram,
Oh my gosh.
Twitter.
I appreciate
whatever.
This info.
Yeah, like, and it's out there. They got free trials. I think I pay like $10 or $15 a month for it. It's so worth it.
Really?
They're
Opus
trying
clips.
to, because I did a they want to work with podcasters. So, and I'll refer you to them so you can get in touch with them. So basically, they want to make Opus Clip like your go-to for everything when it comes to podcasts. Like you can edit everything right there.
Oh
in
shit!
it.
Really?
And like they're integrating over the last year and a half I've been using it. Now they're making it to the point where you can just edit the whole damn thing there.
Shit. Do they do virtual podcasts too on Opus Clips or? No.
They're gonna add that
You're
in.
gonna add that?
They're
'Cause
gonna add
I'm using Riverside right now.
Same here.
Okay,
Same here.
cool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, thank you, Riverside, for doing the hard work for me.
I know, right?
I just gotta show up.
So like, what I've learned is when you use Opus Clip, if you're gonna post to YouTube, try to post 2 or 3 clips
As a short or as
a short.
Okay.
As a short. Doesn't matter what it is, but like every day 2 to 3. Watch how they go from maybe a couple dozen views, a couple hundred, a couple thousand, and then you just get into that algorithm.
No fucking way.
So you could literally do 1 or 2 regular videos, but as long as you got those clips going, that's it.
And that's like, and you're saying 2 a day will put you in that algorithm.
Yep.
Bro, I talked to my friends about the algorithm, right? I'm still clueless on the whole algorithm thing. So is it like the more you post, the more the algorithm, whatever, catches it? Is that how it...
So
Am I explaining that right?
No.
that
That's how it is.
Oh,
It
okay.
used to be you could literally just do 1 video every other month.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was before COVID and TikTok.
Yeah.
But because YouTube is now fighting so hard to go up against TikTok, they don't really even care about long form content, so long as you put the shorts up. But what you can do, if you're uploading the shorts, you can tie it back to the original video.
Oh.
So like people would be like, "Oh, I like this clip. I want to see more," and it'll like provide a way for them to go straight to it.
Interesting.
So I've had videos like just blow up
Uh-huh.
off of that. Like I think I put out a short for this one controller, the Victrix Pro BFG.
I've seen that. Yeah, I watched that one. Yeah.
That one short on YouTube, 1 million views.
Fuck.
And it continues to get per week 30 to 40,000.
God damn.
So I'm like, well, shit. Okay, Opus
Okay.
Clip is worth it.
Let's
you know?
let's keep this recipe going. God damn.
But yeah, like with the algorithm, like I said, if you can do the short one regular video a week or podcast, it doesn't matter. I know that they're really pushing hard for podcasts on YouTube because YouTube is now trying to compete with Spotify.
I've seen Spotify podcasts. Like I didn't know you could watch shit on Spotify now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I thought it was just sound,
Yeah.
like not watching. So yeah, someone told me, but I was like, no fucking way, you're fucking lying to me. I think this was like a week ago too. I was like, no fucking way. So I went on Spotify. I'm like, holy fucking shit, I'm watching someone's podcast. I didn't know you could tie your shit to that platform now, and I'm like,
Yep.
huh, where the fuck am I? Like I just feel so uninformed.
Well,
Like, lost in the sauce.
there's not what I found, especially in doing podcasting. Like, there's not a lot of people that know or talk about a lot of this stuff out there. I came to know about the video stuff for Spotify through my friend Chris Van Vliet. So Chris was like, "Hey, why don't you move from whatever hosting platform you're on now and go over to Spotify?" And I was like, "What?" But I just do audio here and I do video on YouTube. He's like, "Yeah, but you can do video." I was like, "Wait, what? I can do video on Spotify?" He's like, "Yeah." So that was like, I want to say two or so years ago, 2.5.
Shit.
And so then Chris reached out to Spotify because they sponsor his show. And then they got in touch with me and then they started sponsoring my shows. So they're like, yeah, just put the video version up. We'll also reroute it to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, Amazon, all that. Make everything easy. You can make your revenue off of it directly.
Oh, wow.
You can get sponsorships and brand deals straight through it. Like, I was like, oh, no one talks about this stuff.
So you just upload the video on Spotify that easy?
Yeah.
Or
Spotify for creators. You can set that up. You can tie it to your current Spotify account. If you have another hosting platform, 'cause I know Riverside, you can host through them.
Yeah.
You can actually take your RSS feed that you currently have, move it over to Spotify for creators, and then they'll just take care of everything from there.
Fucking dropping gems, dog. Dropping gems. Bro, before we dip out, man, what's your go-to fighting game? Like, give me 3. 'Cause I'll give you my 3 that I'm really good at, and I'll still, like, if it ever came out in the arcade, I'd compete in it again.
Okay.
Because I used to compete. So, yeah, what's the fighting games that?
Off top,
Yeah.
Virtua Fighter.
Virtua Fighter, okay.
Virtua Fighter, that's my jam. I'm glad that series is finally back.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait for Virtua Fighter 6 to drop. Second, I can't say Tekken anymore because Tekken has kind of lost its. It
just lost its.
It ain't.
I think it lost me when you could do like the side. Remember the side move, like
Yeah.
you side, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when it lost me.
And now, like the recent game, when they had the story where you're fighting on an asteroid falling onto the Earth, I'm like, what the Tekken? Yeah, I can't say Tekken anymore. Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter. I actually compete for Street Fighter 6. The last one, and I was shocked that this was coming back. Fatal Fury.
Really, Fatal Fury.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm actually right now I'm working with SNK for because it's coming out. I'm not sure when this podcast is going to be going out, but
like in a month and some change.
a month.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is when the game drops.
Oh shit.
So it's first Fatal Fury in 26 years.
Yeah.
I'm working with them promoting the game. I'm working with all the voice actors that are in the game. One of them actually is at QuakeCon right
QuakeCon, yeah.
David Matranga. He's bringing Ken from Street Fighter over to Fatal Fury. So now Fatal Fury and Street Fighter are crossing over.
Shut the fuck up.
And it's canon to each other's plots. And I was like, wait, what?
What?
Which is crazy because I know a lot of the young kids don't know Fatal Fury. We're old heads.
Yeah,
we grew up.
Yeah.
Street Fighter, Fatal Fury,
Double Dragon,
freaking Final Fight,
Battletoads.
Yo, like we grew up with that.
Yeah.
And just seeing all that come back, bro. We got new Shinobi and Ninja Gaiden coming out this year.
Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
The last time I played that was on the was it the first Xbox.
Yeah.
That's when the last time I played it.
They dropped this. They remade the sequel to that one, and just they had I think it was Xbox had the developer conference. They're like, oh yeah, here's Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, and guess what? It's available right now. Oh, we got Ninja Gaiden 4 coming out later this year.
Hold on, wait a minute.
We got a new 2D Ninja Gaiden like the old Nintendo one.
Oh,
We got that coming out in summer, and then Sega's like, hey, we got a new Shinobi coming out. We got was it Streets of Rage, a new one coming out. I'm like, what timeline are we in right now? It's crazy. Yeah, like a lot of the old stuff, and I've heard this, and don't quote me, folks, but new Killer Instinct is in the works, is what I've heard.
That's so. My games are Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I
Yes.
competed in that. Killer Instinct. That was like my shit too. I was always with Orchid
Ooh,
because
yeah,
that Infinity combo.
yeah, yeah,
That was my cheat code.
yeah.
And then DBZ Budokai.
Yes.
That's like because my kids play it, my little
Yeah.
ones play it. So I'm like, okay, I get to fuck with them now, you know. But it's crazy because my kids, they like these games and they're like 6 and 8.
Yeah,
They don't know what the hell they're doing, but it's fun watching them like figuring out like the moves. And I'm talking about like they're not using the joysticks yet. They're still on the controller, but I do want to bring my joystick back and like see how they react to it.
yeah.
But yeah, those are my top 3, like my all-time fighting games.
Nice.
The other ones is just like, damn, I fucking suck. I suck. Like
Bro,
Mortal Kombat,
I can't play Mortal.
like the new ones. I
Yeah,
fucking suck.
like they're so. I don't know. I feel like when we were growing up playing Mortal Kombat, it was simple.
Oh yeah,
It was super simple.
block back, fucking.
That was it. You know, that was it. But like now, it's like you gotta do all these extra combos and setups, and still using the same old inputs. And I'm just like, yeah, this is a bit much.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah,
So
yeah. Did you ever get finger cramp, or when you were like playing, like
Oh,
let's say in
yeah.
the arcade, when you were like,
oh yeah, bro. Back in the day with friggin' MVC and MVC2. Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
ah,
Yeah,
Good old
but
days,
they brought back. Did you get the Marvel vs. Capcom collection?
no, I didn't. No.
So they brought. It's got. Was it X-Men, Children of the Atom, up to Marvel vs. Capcom 2 with complete online rollback netcode, everything.
Really?
They dropped that. I want to say June or July of last year. Physical copies dropped like a couple weeks back. They brought back. Was it Capcom versus SNK 1 and 2?
I've seen that. I've seen that.
That's
Yeah.
coming back out. So it's like the young kids are like, "Oh, this is cool," and then they play it. "Oh, this is hard." Yeah,
No fucking shit.
right,
You need a controller to fucking do it.
right.
Or like a joystick. My bad. A joystick. Well, shit. Mikhail, man, that was fun, dog. Do you have any like shout outs or anything? Or where can these people find you at?
Man, this is too short. We need another hour.
Bro, I know, right? I know.
Like we'll realize this is like Club Shay Shay. I'm loving this.
Get it off your chest, player. Get it off your chest.
I know, right? So as far as shout outs, I want to give you a shout out.
Oh,
You know, thank you.
Thank you,
for the
sir.
opportunity to come on the show. That this has been absolutely phenomenal, and dude, I got to get you on mine.
oh, definitely,
Gotta
definitely.
get you on mine. Other than that, other shout outs, I want to shout out my brother, Cameron. He runs Carquick's podcast. Well, he does a lot of stuff working with the automotive industry. We're supposed to collaborate again and bring back our old podcast, but our schedules are just all over the place.
Life is lifing.
Life is, yeah, I mean, this adulting thing is,
It's fucking whack, dude.
you kids need to stop trying to grow up so quickly.
Oh, definitely,
Enjoy
yeah.
being a kid.
Definitely.
Other than that, that's. I guess. Do we want to shout out the Hawaii group?
Hey, shout out to y'all. Hey, thank you for giving a motherfucker a chance.
Yeah, yeah, but you know what I want to say about that is, you in particular do not need that group.
Oh, why you say that? Why you say that? Before we dip out, what? Yeah, I'm saying that time.
Okay.
Why you say that shit?
My opinion,
Yeah, let's hear
you
it.
make phenomenal content.
Oh, thank
this
you.
podcast
Thank you.
is really good. And I'm not just saying that, but when you're making content as good as you are, you don't need a collective. You don't need a group.
Okay.
Like I said, if you start using Opus Clip and, just get your stuff out there, especially on YouTube and whatnot, there are not a lot, and also because we're in Hawaii, there's not a lot of competition.
Oh.
I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying there's not a lot of competition. A lot of brands and businesses and individuals want to do something in Hawaii. And it's a perfect backdrop. It's a perfect springboard. We'll probably talk after this, but like a lot of money you can make, a lot of opportunities, a lot of doors. There's zero competition.
Well, goddamn. I'm gonna finish end this shit. I'm playing, man. I'm playing. Hey, I do appreciate you coming on. Oh, where can these people find you at, dog?
You guys can find me. I'm on every social media platform. Am I on OnlyFans too? No, not really.
Only toes, baby.
Only toes. Only
Hey,
toes.
man, let him write your name.
I know, right? You can find me on every platform. Mekel Casanova across the board. Which is funny. A lot of people think, oh, you have Casanova because you're a playboy. Like, no, my dad's father's name was Miguel Casanova.
That's gnarly as hell.
Yeah.
Casanova?
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine your last name was Draco, too.
I know, right? I know, right? So, like, when I came up with it, my real name is Mekel Faltea. So I decided to honor my grandfather because he was a great. I mean, my dad's a piece of shit, but my grandfather was a great man.
Yeah.
So I wanted to honor him with that, and I just kept my real first name, and then instead of a C, made it a K, and that's how that came about. But you can find me across the board. I got 4 podcasts that I do. You can find them Casanova Podcast, Decked Up, a Gaming and Tech podcast. There's podcasts across the worlds that I do with my partner. And then there's also I hit the mic. I didn't mean to bitch slap you. I'm sorry.
I know.
Then there's one that I'm on and off with called the Best Damn Podcast Show. Period. Where it's just like unfiltered. We talk about anything.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
So that's where you can find me. YouTube, TikTok, all that stuff. Just search me up. You'll find me.
Man, hell yeah, I do appreciate you coming on, dog.
Of course.
Thank you. Shout out to KO Studios. Thank you for giving me the lovely home. Raffy Bite, thank you for the lovely beats, my man. And with that, I'm Chris.
I'm Mekel. Yo, I completely screwed that one up. Yo, let's run it back. Run it back.
All right, what was up? Take 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck. KO Studios, thank you for the lovely home. Raffy Bite, thank you for the lovely beat. And with that being said, I'm Chris.
I'm Mekel.
And we out this bitch. Peace.
Peace.